Can you guys hear me?
Hey,
We can now.
Awesome.
Hey.
Surfer Dude 13, is that you?
Yeah. Let me see if I can get camera. You guys see me now?
Hey, I can see you
Yeah.
perfectly.
Hello.
Awesome.
How's it going, man? Are you Taylor?
Yeah.
You wanted to talk about your Glowforge experience, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Awesome.
I
Yeah.
was talking to
Well,
one of you guys on Reddit.
yeah. You were talking to me actually. So yeah, let's hear your story. I thought it was super interesting. So you guys, let's hear it.
Yeah. So I got the Glowforge about 6 months ago. I saw it. I thought it was the best thing ever. I saw a few people endorse it and everything like that. I knew it was cloud based, and I thought, oh yeah, this is going to be a great idea. Since I've had it 6 months, I've had it replaced 8 times.
Oh my
I'm on
goodness.
replacement number 9.
Wow.
In fact, I just got an email 2 days ago from Glowforge saying I will now be on replacement number 9. I'm waiting for the new replacement.
And the whole
because
thing,
with
they were
Glowforge,
you have to ship it
Yeah.
back, and oh my goodness.
no, see, Glowforge, unlike our Orion lasers or any other laser, if like the laser head goes bad, that's a whole new laser. They can't send you out just the laser head. They send you a brand new
Oh.
laser, and it's such a pain, honestly. And the customer, like anything that goes wrong, they'll try to say, "Oh yeah, we could do this or that," and then they say, "Oh well, we got to replace it." The first 3 units they blamed on lightning strikes. They said the lightning struck my house, and that caused the laser to go out. And then the 4th laser, and it was just excuse after excuse, and it's crazy about how these glow forges are. And the thing that how people get you, and it's such a genius evil, because if you go online and you ask how's the Glowforge, everyone will say it's awesome, it's awesome, it's awesome. Here's my referral link, because if you send a referral link out and someone gets it, they get $500 off of the laser, but you also get $500 or $600 in Glowforge credit.
Well,
So
that
it's
being
either
said,
or.
Glowforge will probably be sponsoring our next podcast, right, Pat?
Yeah, we could use $500.
Yeah, I could use $500.
Yeah,
But
and
I mean, just stick up for them a slight bit. I've never used one. I don't know much about them, but I guess they did honor the warranty, 8 or 9 times at this point. So that's
oh yeah,
that's
no,
kind of nice.
I agree with that. The biggest thing is what if it's already been replaced going on 9 times now or whatever, what's it going to be in another 6 months when I'm out of warranty?
Yeah.
And because it's right off the bat, it's $250 just to ship it to them. And then they'll say, oh, well, their warranty replacements are usually around $3,000 to get a warranty replacement. Because like I said, they don't fix the machines. They say everything's calibrated at the factory. So if your laser head goes out, because the laser head is all one thing, the focusing in the head, it's all done manually focused. Everything's done in this laser head. And so if anything goes wrong with that, they have to replace the whole entire machine. They can't just send you out a brand new head for it. And so my opinion is, for someone that has no idea, because I'm a part of the Glowforge Facebook group, and there's people that post in there all the time. What's Google Chrome? How do I open? What is Google Chrome? They don't, because Glowforge is all software based. You have to use the internet to upload your items and everything. It requires the internet. So I went in knowing that it required the internet, because I thought, okay, if I lose internet at my house, I can just use a mobile hotspot on my phone. What I did not think about is Glowforge's servers going down.
Yep.
A few months ago, their servers went down it was about, I would say 3 weeks, and would go up and down. And sometimes they would acknowledge the issue, but other times they wouldn't. And it would be where because there's basically, think of it like a Raspberry Pi is running on this machine. That's pretty much what's running on the Glowforge. And it's honestly, as soon as you turn it on, it's automatically phoning home or phoning to the Glowforge servers, and that's how it centers itself. So if you have no internet connection, the Glowforge can't even center itself and home itself properly, because it requires the Glowforge servers to home itself. So when they were having server issues and stuff, people would turn their machine on and it would just get stuck. in the middle and not know what to do. And sometimes they would acknowledge, yeah, there was an issue, and sometimes they wouldn't. But it was such a nightmare having to rely on their servers and everything. Because if for businesses and stuff like that, if their servers are down, you're stuck on orders. You can't cut anything.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess now you know. I guess yeah, I guess the whole cloud-based stuff makes me a little bit nervous. I know, me and also Brian, I believe, have been doing some home automation stuff and making sure to keep it, in-house, literally and figuratively with a Raspberry Pi,
Yeah.
right? That's what you're using too, Brian? Home Assistant,
I
I
actually
believe.
have I'm using Home Assistant, but it's on a virtual machine.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah,
but
Brian
same thing.
Brian's
And I don't.
Brian's above. He's reached a new plane above the Raspberry Pi for his machinery.
Well, did you guys hear about Glowforge's new premium service though?
No.
No.
Oh yeah. So in the Glowforge app, we've always had access to the beta trial. And that included like you could insert shapes and clip art and text and everything, and that's been free. In October, they sent everyone an email saying, "Hey, look, the beta is going to be ending November 1st. If you want to get in on it, it's $15 a month." And the $15 a month would allow you access to the clip art still, the text tool, the shape tool, stuff that you can do in Adobe Illustrator, real easy. But it's simple because once you already have the file imported, you could just, if I needed to cut a little drill circle or a hole in my project, I could just do it right there in the interface instead of having to go do it in Illustrator. And they said it's $15 if you sign up for it now a month, and they got you all that, and you now get premium fast lane service for your renders. So when you upload your design, they put you in what's called a fast lane, and so depending on how, because sometimes some projects, depending on how heavily your project is, how many lines, different colors, and cuts and graves and whatever, could depend on how fast their servers rendered your project before your Glowforge could cut it or start the project. So this new premium Fastlane service supposedly speeds it up. I have noticed. I did sign up for it because now if you did not sign up for it by November 1st for $15 a month, it goes up to $55 a month for anyone that signs up for it now, and it's crazy how much they're charging for it. And some people were even saying that the regular standard processing, they slow. Some people have said that they've noticed it's Glowforge has slowed it down, the processing if you're on the free basic tier of it versus going into the fast lane. Honestly, it all depends. I've had projects where I've done the have you seen those elf in the box quarantine boxes and stuff like that?
No.
No, but that
No.
sounds fantastic.
Yeah, I was doing some of those. How about those snowflakes that say that magic word F 2020? Have you seen those?
I haven't like it already.
I've been doing those and stuff like that. And when you send them up to the server to process it, at one time I can send it and it will be instantly ready within 5 seconds. The Glowforge button's already ready. But I could do it the next time, and it could take 5 minutes for the Glowforge servers to process it and be ready to print. They per
Wow.
se.
Well,
That's a big bummer.
Yeah, and
Well,
with the CNC, I'm used to keeping my G code around so I can run it over and over and over again. Same with the 3D printer. I'd expect you should be able to do that with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I would love, and that's why it's like, because I mean, some of these things I've sold hundreds of these certain items and stuff, and right now my Glowforge that I currently have, I can only cut on the left side of the bed. If I move over to the right side of the bed, it won't cut all the way. So
Oh,
I'm
geez.
thinking there's some type of mirror alignment or something like that that's causing the issue. But of course, Glowforge has to replace it. So right now, I'm only able to cut 4 of those snowflakes at a time, and it's a bummer because I have to cut it, and then I have to go wake up the computer, go back in Google Chrome, realign everything, wait for the server to take the new picture to refresh the bed, make sure everything's aligned, upload it back to the server. So it's about a 3-minute ordeal per one, and then hopefully wait the processing speed to process the Glowforge to allow it to print won't be as long either.
Hmm.
I do want to say that I think for the basic user, that if you're not going to be using it for commercial use, I think the Glowforge is a good laser.
Okay.
It does do its job. I have paid for that laser 4 times over already. So it definitely does its job, because I think mentioned it before, is in the Glowforge Facebook group, we have people in there that ask, what's Google Chrome? Or how do I log into this? Like, they're very computer illiterate. They don't know what Wi-Fi router is and stuff like that. So it's stuff that's people, like, if they're having problems with that, they're definitely going to have problems working Lightburn, or
Right.
aligning
So,
mirrors and stuff like that.
so I guess in Lightburn's defense, you have put a lot of hours on your machine or machines, I should
Yeah.
say. Okay. So,
Depending on this machine that I just got, has been the the one that I've had the longest. I've had this one for about 3 weeks now, 3 4 weeks. Because this was just replaced. Most of them I've been going them through like every few weeks. This one, due to the holiday season, has been put through the ringer. But one of the other downsides I should mention for anyone that is watching it, the way that they designed the Glowforge to clean it is a pain in the butt, especially the Pro unit. The Pro unit has an additional heat sink, so everything vents out to the left side of the Glowforge. It has its own fan and everything. Well, on the left side of the Glowforge is also the controller, whatever the Raspberry Pi controller is, the coolant tank, the coolant system, but it's also your heat sink for to cool the laser, the heat sink for your cooling system. And you cannot get back there the way it's designed. You can't get back there to clean it out. And the fan that's in there, and there's a grill on the back of it to prevent you from sticking your fingers in there for the fan. But the you can't. It's very very hard to clean the Glowforge. So depending on me, I'm having to clean it every other day because I've been running it nonstop. But it's eventually anyone that's going to have it, it's going to run into that problem where gunk is going to build up on those heat sinks, and it's going to cause the laser. The laser will go into overheat mode, so it'll start cutting and it'll stop, and it'll say overheated, waiting to cool down. And sometimes the Pro is the whole reason you're not supposed to have that. It has the enhanced cooling, so you're not supposed to have that overheating thing. And that's exactly what it was. Is the heat sinks was just so full of gunk that I had to go in there and take a plastic scraper and scrape it all out with a vacuum cleaner. So that's something to also keep in context for anyone that is looking at the Glowforge. They are not easy machines to clean. They are extremely intensive machines to clean.
so I guess let me just think, because I feel like my experience being able to kind of get into the red and black laser and be able to do a little modification, work with electronics, et cetera, has been integral. I mean, I feel like that's a skill that I have that has been very useful. But I feel like the Glowforge maybe is geared towards somebody who does not want to get into it and maybe doesn't want to do as much. Is that who that was kind of?
Yeah,
You think the
exactly.
right customer?
I think that's gonna be based for the customer that just wants to do arts and crafts, or someone that wants to try to start a business. I think it's going to be a great machine if you want to start a business and you want to do an order here or there. I think it will be a great machine because I mean it is. I can go and put in a piece of wood and align it just right, and with the Glowforge UI puts it over, and it's going to put it exactly where I want to engrave. It's going to engrave exactly where I'm telling it to engrave for. So I think the average person, I think it's great for. But I think, or even the starting business. But if you're going to start producing orders and stuff, I would not recommend it. I can't. You won't be able to trust it. In fact, I just got an email that just popped up just now saying Glowforge maintenance. There's a 1 or 2 hour maintenance window at 8 p.m. Pacific time, and you're not going to be able to use the laser. So, so that's just one thing to keep in mind right there. Is if you're going to be busy or something like that, you're going to want to look into another the full spectrum Muse may be something that you may want to look into. Something like that that does not require an internet connection, stuff like that.
Do you know
Okay,
how
well,
many
that's all.
times I've on my CNC I've said, "Oh yeah, this thing I'm cutting, it'll probably fit on this piece of scrap." Well, not scrap, but I'm cutting things all over the place on a piece of carbon fiber or something. I said, "That'll fit here," and I hit go, and then halfway through, I'm like, "No, yeah, it just misses." I would love to have a machine that would tell me, "Yeah, that's not going to fit there, Pat. Don't even try."
Yeah, it does. And even if you're like your material, like if your design is off, it will not allow you to cut or engrave. If your design is off the bed or out of the margins of the bed,
Mm-hmm.
it will actually turn gray, and you cannot push print. So you won't go off. It won't allow you to go off those boundaries and stuff like that. So you don't have a ruined print.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So if you want to gift for your 6-year-old or something, the
Yeah,
Glowforge.
yeah, and it's extremely safe. That's the other thing is as soon as you lift the lid, it turns laser off. You can't
Nice.
unless you want to physically bypass it with magnets and stuff like that. For someone that is younger or something like that, yeah, I think it may be or definitely not worth the pro. I would recommend the basic. It's
Okay.
cheaper. It's pretty much the same exact thing. They say the pro is faster. No one we've done contests in the Facebook group where we've done the same files, same settings and everything, and the pro finishes like 5 seconds faster. So I don't recommend the price difference of the pro. Get a basic, try it out. If it works out, get your monies back and everything like that. But just be aware of those caveats is pretty much is the biggest thing.
Okay. Well, yeah. Thanks for filling us in on that. That's good info.
Yeah, this is all neat information.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
So
problem, guys, and I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity. I saw your video last week and stuff like that, and talked about the Glowforge. And I immediately thought, oh yeah, I need to go and chime in on this. But
yeah, it's always nice. Always nice to meet somebody who's meet interesting people. I guess you are
yeah,
our first ghost book. You are our first guest. Period. So I shouldn't say it's always interesting to meet new people. It's
yeah,
Yeah, I've
I
already
I
met
got-
you, Brian.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess Brian's our guest too. But anyway,
yeah,
thanks
Kind
for
of
calling in.
trespassing.
yeah. It's the old videos, and he's the one that walks through everything. RD Works or something like that. RD Works Learning Lab.
Yeah. Well,
Is his
RD
channel.
Works. That's the software that comes on the CD with the red and black laser, isn't it? Or like a pirated copy of RD
Yeah,
Works.
yeah.
I don't know
think
if
you're
it's
right.
legit.
So maybe
I think
maybe
that's
that
his
guy
channel.
knows what he's talking about.
It's the older gentleman that he's from Australia or Britain, and he does all the rundowns. He breaks down. Apparently, he had an engineering degree or something, so he's breaking down. He has like 176 video playlist of all these lasers and stuff like that. And so I wanted to try their older videos. They're back in like 2016, 18. So I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll go and try to do something like that for basics and set up something like that.
Yeah. Well, before you go, where can we find you?
So Taylor's Everyday Life. I started doing vlogs and everything like that, and do a little bit of videos and reviews and stuff like that. But yeah, I plan on doing something like this and do setting up the laser. But I wanted to start doing like designs, and because there's so many great designs on Etsy on like products and projects, I wanted to like feature some of those and how to build them and stuff like that.
Sure. Well, cool. Well, thanks a lot for telling us
Yeah,
about your experience.
Yeah,
yeah, guys.
definitely. That was
I
awesome
appreciate
information.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you guys giving me the time, and good luck, and hope to join you guys again soon.
Yeah. Well,
Awesome.
we'll see. Yeah. So cool. Thanks a lot.
Awesome, guys. I appreciate it. Have a good one, guys.
You too.
You too.
All right. Bye bye.